we're going to make our very own sundial, guys. You should have been emailed this template, which is on A4 card, but it doesn't matter if you don't have it, because as ever, I will be making it from scratch. But there's a few things you have to do if you're making it from scratch, which means you have to what's called calibrate it, and I'll tell you all about that now. Let's go to my MakerCam screen. Good. So what you need is a piece of card, very simple. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take that piece of card, cut it in two, leaving myself with a base like that. Doesn't really matter what size. And then another piece of card that I'm going to make the, can anyone remember the name of the thing that of the actual dial on a sundial? Sounds a bit like some statue that you'd get in your garden. It's called a gnomon, or a gnomon it's spelt, but it's called a gnomon. Now, this is going to be our gnomon, and to make that, we want to make this shape. This shape here at the bottom. Now that's not any, it doesn't really matter the angles and stuff, but what you want in the end is a pointy shape like that, right? So the way I'm going to do that is by folding my card in half. And I'm going to do a shape that's similar to what that was, like it was like this. Oh, let me have a look at it properly. So we've got an arrow like that. And then there was like 45 degrees like that. Yeah, and then it comes back in. In fact, I'm going to make that smaller, and it comes back into the middle. And the gnomon that we've designed has these little flaps, which are useful for sticking it down. Yeah. And you can do whatever you like, really. You can make it as complex or whatever. You can do like designs and coloring in and stuff like that. I might do some swirls just for a laugh. It's like a spotty gnomon. Sounds a bit weird. Super messy, but you get the idea. Now, because of cutting in half, when I cut this shape out, I will have two sides, which I can then stand up. So very simply, I've got to cut this down here, this triangle there. So I've coloured in my star, my pointer, otherwise known as a gnomon. Then where these flaps are, where the flap I put in, I want to fold it up. So if I just keep it folded and then fold that flap up and then flip it over and do the same on the other side, so it's like exactly level, you will end up with a shape that should be able to just stand up by itself like that. And that's it. All you need is that to point, right? And you can see already there's a bit of a shadow coming. You see that? From the lights in the studio. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to stick this down. Now, it doesn't matter if you've got the template, you need to stick it down. Let me share the screen. If you have the template, you cut along that line to the middle, and then you slide the gnomon through until it meets the middle. And that means it's aligned with north and south, right? But if you haven't got the template, you can just stick it down wherever you like, and then we're going to work out where north and south should be. What I've done is I've cut a line down the middle of my card. I'm going to take my gnomon and I'm going to slide the flaps underneath. The idea is, if I do like that, you won't see the flaps on the top, yeah? But they are there underneath. And we want to stick our flaps down, right? what we don't want is for our shadow to be moving around when we're trying to use it. And that's why I'm sticking it down in one place, okay? Now, if I was you guys, I wouldn't want to keep this gap either once I've stuck the gnomon in place. So I'm going to put some tape over that as well. But that's something just, you know, I picked up during my time. And there we have it. That's our sundial, which you can see from the top at the moment. And actually, can you see now, depending on where I turn it, can you see the shadow changing? Yeah. What we're going to do first, though, if you don't have the template, bear with me. Oh, if you don't have the template, we're going to work out, first of all, where north and south is. So in the middle of the day, the line from the sun should be exactly down the center of your gnomon. So this would be 12 o'clock. Yeah. And also, you need to remember that that is facing north. Yeah. And then down the bottom, that's south, east, and west. Now, we don't have to know all the other time zones. We have to, if we don't have the template, you have to either using a compass, split them up into the time zones, or you can use a watch and look at the shadow, and at different times you can make a mark where you want the times to be. But this is what happens. You can test it with a torch right now. Can you see the shadow? As the sun moves in the sky, you'll get a shadow, and the end, this point is where you take the time from. See that? Because that point always stays like a straight line. And then when the sun is right in the middle of the sky, you'll have something like that. Good? Beautiful. Now, obviously, don't worry if you not going to do this now. And also around here, it's gone quite cloudy. But when the sun comes out next, you need a compass or your parents' phone or something, because you need to work out where north is. Cool. Now, I'm going to go through how we set this up outside, because we want to use the sun, obviously, to make this sundial work. So you take your parents out with you, and if they have a compass, or you can use your smartphones these days to work out which way north is, you need to align this sundial so that it's on the north-south line. And then you'll have the correct times. You can watch it, you can look at the time where it's landed, where the shadow is, and see what time it is. Like, it might be between two times. It might be between, for example, it'll be between 1 and 2. So this is just an example, but say 1 o'clock was here and 2 o'clock was there. That's 2 o'clock, although it should be, 1 and 2, doesn't matter. And your shadow from your gnomon should be about 3/4 of the way between 1 and 2 right now, because it's about 1:45. And you can check whether that's in the right place by adjusting the shadow to your watch or something. And then during the day, you can leave it outside now, as long as it's not raining or something. Put some rocks in the corner so that it doesn't blow away or change position. And you can check during the day how accurate your sundial is. Good? And that's it, basically, guys.